Hi there. This video is going to be a little bit different than most of my previous videos. Well, as a matter of fact, all of my previous videos, as I'm going off the cuff with this one. Normally I have something written out that I really want to talk about with a specific topic and what I would really want to say about it. Today I'm going to pull the curtain back a little bit and kind of show you the guy behind the videos. So how does a overweight, middle-aged, long hair become a humanist activist? Well, it's been a lifelong journey. Back when I was younger, back in grade school, I was pretty much an outsider. When I moved to a new school when I was in the 5th grade, I did not fit in. I was bigger than most everybody else. Some people thought of me as being different. You know, I was the fat kid. I was the, whatever. Basically, what it got down to is that the humanist activist got in a lot of fights when he was a kid. I did have a temper. I'm not going to lie. I didn't let people push me around. It was not a strong suit of mine. So I did have that going. But I did feel out of place. It wasn't that I was trying to be different. I was just trying to be me. My mother used to always tell the story about when I was in preschool. It was a program that we had for less privileged people in our area, and it was a situation where she went in to talk to the people, and it was brought up that I had a very large vocabulary for my age, and I've always been that way. What my mother told the person was that it was because that my parents talked to us kids like we were people. There wasn't a whole lot of baby talk. They talked to us like we were humans. So just in that is a lot of where my humanism comes in. As I grew a little bit older, the temper calmed down a little bit. I still had some incidents when I was later, but I never really fit in, even through high school. I was not comfortable in my own skin in a lot of ways. Looking back, there was a lot of missed opportunities for dates. Wasn't real good at picking up signals from the girls, but that's all in the past. So as I grow up, get out there and start working, I worked in retail most of my life. I got my first real job, bagging groceries at 16. That didn't last very long because it was a long way away from home. And with school and trying to be social, it did not work out. A couple years later, did the working in fast food. That lasted about 6 months. It took another 6 months after that to get the smell of grease off of me. And then I went into retail. I started out in a little grocery store, the local place that had like 6, 7 stores in the area, and ended up becoming kind of a jack of all trades. I was basically a bagger with a title. I don't remember what the title was, but they didn't call it a bagger, but I did a lot of stuff. I did light maintenance. Pretty much every time they had a project that they needed somebody for, I was the one that got called. So I go along, ended up working in a store with, well, not with, but at the same store as my mother was. She had worked there for over 30 years. I ended up being there almost 13. So I've met a lot of different types of people. And it always struck me as to what people act like. Especially working in retail, when you have people that are of means that are looking down on you for working in retail. That didn't jibe with me. We all have to do a job. It doesn't matter what your education level is. Everybody can have a degree, and someone's still going to have to deliver your pizza or check you out at the grocery store. So you should never be looking down on people. That's something that always kind of stuck with me. When I left that place after my mother died, I went and did a couple different things, different retail places. I ended up working in a convenience store, and that really gives you an idea of how different people act. In a good way and a bad way. You get a lot of people talking about, all they want to do is get drunk and high. You get a lot of people that are looking down on you for working in a convenience store. And then, no, we're all just people. So that's some of the things that got me interested in this. Lately, I've been in a position where I haven't been working due to some both physical and mental issues. No, I'm not, batshit crazy, but I do have some issues dealing with depression and that sort of thing. Chronic pain, that type of thing, keeps me from getting out as much as I should be. So, hobbies. Let's talk a little bit about that. My hobbies are a little bit different than some people. Excuse me for just a second. A little swig of water. I'm into wrestling. And not so enthralled by the modern product, but back in school, for instance, when other people were, going around doing whatever they were doing, once a month I was setting up rings when the wrestling show would come through town. Got to meet a lot of the guys. So there's another area where you get to really learn different type of people. Trust me on that one. I'm into sports. I love sports. Football, hockey, baseball, basketball a little bit, college basketball, not so much into the NBA. And I love to read. I love to study things. I'm not a school type person, but I'm an education type person. I love to learn. I never let school get in the way of my education. So anyway, that's a little bit about me, and I hope you check out some of my videos. I'm really proud of my first video that I did, Label Me. Check that one out for sure. But subscribe to my channel, hit the thumbs up button, and I'll see you next time.